Welcome back. So now we will try to see how to grab this text. Before grabbing, you know that our cursor first needs to go to this specific text. For that you need to spy on this complete text. Oh, here you have only class attribute. Then can you use driver dot find element by class name? Yes, you can use it. But at the same time, try to understand that if there are any spaces in your class name, that means there are totally three classes acting upon this text. One class name is alert, another class name is alert success, third class name is alert dismissible. These are the three different classes. Okay, so basically if you have basics on HTML, all the class names will be separated by space. Now if you want to use class name attribute, you need to select one particular class out of it, and if you carefully observe, this looks clean and unique, right? So let's try to actually take this class. Don't try to take entire class, that will be messy. Pick one class which you will be understand with that spaces. Driver dot find element by class name, this one, alert success. Nice. Do you want to click on it or you want to send the keys? What you want to do now? There is no point in clicking this. You want to grab this text and print in your output. That is your requirement. Click will not work. Click will help you to only click anything, and send keys is something to enter in edit boxes. But what do you want to do? You want to text of this, right? Then you can simply say dot get me the text. That's it. And if you want to print it in the output, you can say print. Now what this step does? So this will again normally as usual go to that specific point where your class name is identified. On that, as you are saying text method, this will grab all the text, and now we are trying to print it in the output, so that whatever it is displayed here we should see now in the output. So that's the concept. So let's run this test and see. Awesome. And now you see the output, success. Form has been submitted successfully. And we are able to grab the text on that banner and we are able to print it in the output, and that happened with the help of text method. And good that we have used this time class at locator, and then we picked one class name out of these three available, and then we finally able to complete this. Perfect. Now for this alert success, can you create CSS? Yes. What is the syntax? We all know. Yeah. Div tag name is optional. I forgot saying this. I kept it here. So you can give tag name or not. It's up to you. Okay. But if you find two classes with the same class names and differs by tag name, then you have to give tag name to identify that specific element uniquely. But if you think that tag name doesn't matter to identify the object uniquely on the page, then you can skip it. So right now I'm skipping class. Now this class is too long, right? Now you can provide regular expression in CSS. So that means out of the complete class name, which is combination of multiple classes, or it could be class name or any attribute, if you think that is too long, you can provide subtext out of it. Okay, that is possible when you simply say, in general you say equals, right? Just put star. Star represents subtext matching. Now I will just put alert success. Now as I have given this text and I clearly mentioned that it's a regular expression, now our WebDriver will try to identify the class names which have this word inside that complete text. Yeah, this subtext is present now, and when you hit an enter, you see that it got highlighted and clearly that shows the message. And now I removed star, 0 elements matching, because when you remove star it will try to exactly match with alert hyphen success, and there is no exact match. You have some other words also, right? In that case you put a star, and this regular expression will come into very handy in our coming lectures, because you don't want to write complete attribute value. You can just put star and do it smartly. Okay, this is how you can generate CSS, and you can use driver.findElement with CSS to handle this. I'm not going to write it here because I think you are now familiar and you will convince by saying that one element is matching. And if you ask CrowPath to give this CSS for you, you see that how they have given. Copy this and place it here. Do you think it's reliable? How bad it is. That's why I'm saying don't rely on external plugins auto-generated XPath or CSS. They will work for sure, but your code will not get approved if it is monitored by your senior people, because the way it looks is little crazy. That's why I suggest always to use the syntaxes or the ways techniques what I am teaching you. And now look at this, how simple it is, and everyone can tell you that this object is related to success alert, because this is an alert and this tells about success, and that reflects in your locator name. Okay, so that's how you have to pick. Now what about XPath regular expression? Now if you want to write same locator in XPath without writing this complete value, how do you do that? So in my Word document, I'll attach this document by end of this section. You can see it. I think, yeah, for regex, for CSS, it's just star equals to. But whereas for XPath regex, this is the syntax. You have to first of all tell contains, and then you have to open bracket, at the rate attribute you have to give, comma, value. Let me show you. It looks little messy, but this is how XPath can be generated. If you want to go with regular expression, contains. This is a template where you need to use. Okay, and then open brackets, at the rate attribute name. What is the attribute you are trying to select? Class, right? Class, comma, and value of that attribute. Value here is, we are only interested in the subtext alert success. So single quote alert success, and close this bracket because we already opened it here. And then finally close the square bracket which we opened in the initially. This is the syntax. Everything is same. The attribute name and value differs. And now hit an enter. Invalid pattern. So we missed something. As usual, tag name, just like how I missed in the beginning. / tag name you have to provide. If you think tag name is not required, in CSS you just need not give anything. But in XPath, to tell tag name is optional, you have to give star. Star represents any tag name. It's up to you. Okay, you are not interested in giving the tag name. If so, then put star here. But / is mandatory. Let me put here also. I missed it here. That's why. Or you can put tag name here. It's up to you. So that headache you won't have in CSS. Now this is the syntax. Hit and enter. One element is matching, and this is our element. And this is how you can generate. I'll put that in the comments so that you can use for reference. This is how you can generate CSS XPath with regular expressions. Yeah, this is specific to CSS. So if you have notes like this, you can analyze and then you can build your own stuff. And templates, you have this Word document ready, you can use it. Alright, So if I go back to my Word document, we have covered how to generate XPath, CSS, ID and class name as well. And we have seen syntaxes, customized syntaxes of CSS, XPath, and we have also seen regular expression. Alright, we have many more topics to discuss. Let's continue in our next lecture. Thank you.